Hello, this is Alechius, and welcome back to another episode of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts as the French. As we try to do 3 invasions at the same time while at war with the Japanese. I've got to check if we'd poked Austria. I think we were still trying to do that, to be at war with both of them. Northern Australia gets natural oil. Alright, looks like they're trying to raid our convoys with a bunch of destroyers. 1 4-inch gun, 2 3, 2 4s, 1 3, 2 2s. Seems to be more of those. But we get some of the ones with a single 4 as well. Interesting destroyers. I think we can probably take them in a gunfight. Which is why we built our destroyers the way we did. Whoops. Looks like they're dead ahead. And our destroyer's going. Cruiser will support at range. That's right, we've got the elevated 5-inch duel. That's going to be real interesting, but it gives us 5 barrels a side, which is what we wanted for this cruiser as an escort, and 6-inch guns to fight off enemy cruisers. You know, let's tighten up this formation. Oh, this isn't a convoy raid. We're not defending anything. It's just a fight. This is our escort fleet, though. Go ahead and leave the torpedoes on for the moment. Cruiser, we need to get turned out. Pretty sharply, in fact. Alright, axe turn. We're going to be in the middle of it. There we go. Alright, that's 1 destroyer down. Go ahead and have our cruiser follow our destroyers instead. I kind of want there to be a support command. Alright, we're not gonna spawn until they're real close. Actually, let's open this up slightly to make interference from torpedoes to be pretty minimal. Oh, they're out of torpedoes. That's beneficial, actually. We'll keep ours off for the moment. Good hit on the Maki. Well, it looks like they're low fuel as well. Alright, Lion, detach. You will now follow the main, and the cruiser will follow the line. Perfect. Looks like they got a couple of torpedoes on the Murasame. Not on the Kuwa, which is the one I care about at the moment. Shirakumo, already out. We're really just looking for the Murasame to fire her last torpedo. Looks like they have a triple launcher and a single, judging by the ammo count and the spreads that we've seen. We need to have a little bit of a zigzag in our turns because we want to make sure we're not opening ourselves up to random torpedo. Showing up a little bit too close to us. Oh, there's a launch. Who's it going for? Looks like it might be headed for a Lion. As long as she continues, we should be fine. Yeah. No concern. There's another one. This one's going after the cruiser. We'll take command. Cruiser's gotten way too close. Oh. Alright, it's fine. Don't really like being this close. Hopefully we can do some damage like this though. Minazuki has her full complement of torpedoes. Yeah, we're taking a lot of damage now that we're close enough. Alright, let's cut in. There we go. Good hit with the 5s. And the 3s. Keep us with a nice steady turn for now, while we close with the destroyers. Suzukaze. There goes the Kuwa. All I have is 4 more torpedoes. So I think we have this one. Not necessarily clean because we have damage, but definitely went well. That should take care of the Murasame. Now that she's slowed, she's done. Leaving the Minazuki. Have some flooding already. Spilling over into the 3rd compartment from the rear. There are the torpedoes. Yep, we're gonna take one. Dud, surprisingly. Okay. That was her torpedoes. And then Minazuki is done. Good fight overall. Heavy cruiser Kako taking mine losses. Northeast Asia and South Pacific. Koreans want a couple of Surkoofs. Indonesia being restive. Not nearly enough tonnage yet. Iberia will go very well. Ah, they went through here and hit the mines there. Man, our fleets are going to be tied up for a while too. Trying to take these out, it's going to be difficult. However, we can throw our destroyers at the problem and see what happens. I think those are our only reserves in the area. Yeah, those are in other portions of the world. Yeah, everything of significance is already underway. How are we with Austria? 45. We'll poke him. We've got 4 months. We won't get a ticker for that till we get there. 2 months for Liberia. Tough having the fleets all tied up. Hello, kitty. Executive Officer Kitty Paws, also named Nala, is on deck, observing our efforts. 4-barrel quads, nice. Get naval tactics for more crew training. And Southeast Asia and North Oceania. India signs with Austria. Well, that's not going to go well for them. We are protecting North Oceania. Ah, they went around, of course. We are protecting there. Oh, I'm not protecting South Indian Ocean though. Do we have more in St. Denis? Looks like not so. So that fleet is definitely going to run amok. We'll get our Southern Atlantic Fleet activated though. I believe we have a few in Nice. Which we can use. In fact, we can send all of them and then split them up. Send the other one to Ludertz. To patrol the South Atlantic. Do we have enough? We have enough to make a roll. Kind of a toss-up. We do get our Liberia fleet here soon, though. Let's see, we do have the coastal subs. Not using those yet. And we can make use of them in East Asia. We can do Southeast Asia. Where is Japan in Southeast Asia? I know their fleets are here, but port capacity of 0 tons. Ah, okay, never mind. So let's get the subs out there. On the chance that having fleets operating in a sea zone, as Japan does with the 75,000 tons of shipping and a port capacity of 0 tons, I've been using the port capacity as the indication of whether you're going to see transport fleets in the area. But now we'll get to see if there is a chance to grab them when they're underway. Where there are no ports, friendly ports. Triggering transport fleets. Basically a fleet train for supplies. I don't know if the game actually represents that. Looks like we're going to have a couple of fights here. Probably should have moved to the destroyers. Yeah, they're plugging that up, but could have moved them to maybe snag or disrupt this guy. Or at least intercept. Alright, Emperor of Japan gets rid of their naval minister. We have a larger light cruiser. Oh, jeez, with all the guns. Wonder if this is that same one. We're much faster, so we can stay at range. Maybe I'll send the destroyers in to do a sweep of torpedoes just to see if we get lucky. To the northwest. Alright. Oh, pretty far. There they are. We'll get broadside at this range. Let them come to us. Be about 8 kilometers. Close in to 6 kilometers with the destroyers. Let the torpedoes do their work. Alright, they're firing at our cruiser, not the destroyers. Now they've shifted targets. Alright. Is that all three? All three have fired. She's maneuvering, so they're unlikely to hit. Maybe with the right-hand side of each cell, though. Alright, they've seen them. They're maneuvering. We'll get them with this one. Dud because of the angle, most likely. That one will slip by. 9 torpedoes, they saw 1. That's actually okay. Especially at that range. About to identify. Which I want to see their accuracy. Pretty poor. Alright. We'll cut in a little bit. We've opened up to about 5 kilometers. Not really going to penetrate their armor. Their weakest armor is 2.5 inches on the foredeck, 3-inch belt. Extended. It's going to be unlikely we're going to be able to penetrate that. Actually, yeah, what's their armor quality? Oh yeah, that's an effective 6 inches. We ain't touching that. Maybe if we get close with the cruiser, in which case we're close enough to also face all of their myriad 3-inch guns, which appear to be in casemates, actually. So this is not the design I was thinking of that we've seen before in the last war. This is a newer design. The funnels look similar-ish. Let's see, we're sitting at just under 4 kilometers now. Their torpedoes are 4.5 kilometers. They can reach out to us. I have plenty of them. Where's their accuracy on us? Kind of intermittent. Thought I saw like 5% there briefly. We'll just have the cruiser follow the destroyers at this point. I'll keep her close enough without getting too close unless we get far ahead of the Ubari. Alright, we're getting plenty of hits now, which will knock down their accuracy. Which is what we want to see. Yeah, damage and instability is up to 35% in climbing. Maxes out at 50%. making it a bit safer to be closer in where we're getting more hits. Using fast torpedoes? Yeah, they are. Yeah, it's going to be tough to react to, so we don't want to get too close. Oh, torpedo detonation, nice. Take a closer look, that took out 4 of their torpedoes. Another one. There goes 2 more of their torpedoes. A steady fire. I was about to say, the steady pummeling that they're taking is going to take its toll either in crew losses or an out-of-control fire. It looks like we got the out-of-control fire. We're starting to flood the front as well. Sheer weight of fire. Another very good result. Looks like they have 3 heavy cruisers trying to disrupt our invasion fleet. They're going to have a rough time of it, even against our older ships. Alright, let's try to separate our ships into some kind of semblance. We have the Belarus in the lead. Surveillante Province is a different ship, so we'll go ahead and detach her. And so is the Invincible. And we'll detach her. Then we have Gascony, which is another class altogether. Nope, they fit the Providence class. We'll drop them in there. 2 Gasconys, 2 Belaruses. We have a Charles Martel. And the Justice and the Solferino. It's the Solferino class. And then we bring the Invincible up with the Charles Martel. And the Invincibles are the fastest. We'll step them out a little bit. Belaruses are the slowest. I'll keep them with the Invincibles, while the Solferinos step around to the side as I maneuver them straight into sideswiping the Surveillante. Meanwhile, we have two groups of our gunboat destroyers. And our heavy cruisers. I'll keep the heavy cruisers following the Belarus's. And then we'll want the destroyers to screen the Sulfurinos and the Invincibles. There we go. Perfect. Everybody's where they need to be. Turn off torpedoes. And then triangulate on the enemy fleet, which is to the north apparently. There they are. Sulfurinos turn to starboard, the Invincibles to port. The battle will proceed accordingly. Taking a look at the Japanese heavy cruiser, we have an A and an X turret, or A and a Y. I'm not sure when it's just two. And then we have two wing turrets for each. Looks like they have a larger complement of deck torpedoes. Probably like 5-inch gun secondaries. Probably means we have 5-inch on the casemates. It looks like they're all the same. And we are within 10 kilometers, for which we have excessive amounts of penetration. Looks like we have torpedo detonations and overpens already. We did hit our main tower for the Charles Martel, which is pulling far ahead because the Invincible has not caught up quite yet. Good 12-inch hits from the Sulfurinos. Maybe not that far. We don't want to block the rear turret. See, the Sulfurinos are a little bit closer. See, 10.6. Oh no, it's about the same. Inch hit on the forebelt, full penetration. The belt extended is thin for the Invincibles. It's thin for most of our ships, honestly. Yeah, 4 belt of 4 inches on the... Oh, yep, there we go again. Some flooding with that one. Why is the X turret not moving? They're a design defect. They all jammed. Looks like it. Useless turret. Probably jammed by these guns when we extended the barrels. And now they're locked. Design flaw. Whoopsie doodle. No, we don't want to turn. We are close enough already. There we go, flooding result on the enemy heavy cruiser. Number of 12 and 8 inch heads. 8 inch seems to be doing better this time. Oh, we have a flash fire. And it is cascading. And she is done. Is a very big decal. Do we get the forward? Yep. Whole ship going up. Ultra done. Alright, we'll cut in slightly. Charles Martel is fine where she is. Looks like we found the range of the next target already. Looks like we've identified the targets now. Nope, there's our second flash fire. They do have good barbettes, but they're using cordite and dunite. Flooding back at from some 12-inch shells, it looks like. And there's her flash fire due to a 12-inch shell. Oh, the cannon survived. A turret never went. Damage control teams kept the flooding and fire under control. Wow. I was not expecting that. Well, I think she's pretty done at this point. Oh, no, she's still firing. Very good result. Let's see, accuracy wise, looks like the Provence or the Solferinos took it over the Provence, actually the Invincible. Yeah, Invincible class. The Provence close behind. Or Solferino. Belarus, third best. Alright, damage dealt. We have all 12-inch, all 12-inch, all 12-inch. Pretty much just the 12-inch. Looks like those three were the ones who got the flash fires, that's why. Ammo detonation, ammo detonation, ammo detonation. Charles Martel did 1200 damage. Cerviante 465, Belarus 402, and the Invincible just with their 8-inch. So it seems the penetration values or the Sulfurinos. We need to fix that X turret. Hopefully that's not a big deal. We might just delete those rear-facing casemates in the towers. That should free up the turret and be the cheapest and fastest way to fix that. They want a peace treaty. I say we fight to the end. I can't even say they asked for this though. A destroyer for Mexico, Arabia. We take Liberia. That frees up this fleet. And it looks like they're going to try to round South Africa. Meanwhile, in India, we're definitely short of tonnage. We've got 6 months. We can definitely do that. Got other fleets headed elsewhere. Don't see them out and about. It's mostly just them transiting to Southeast Asia or the Indian Ocean. I'll split these up into 2 groups of 3 destroyers. Or block the other strait as well. I shouldn't even want to go through this. That's a significant... I think our minefields are bigger than they used to be. Yeah, because we can close off the channel. The English Channel. Remaining things to do. Poke Austria. We have our finances good to go. Not worried about any research. And the Sulfurinos. We want to refit those to rip off those casemates. That way when we finish up in Okinawa, we can refit them. Hopefully that takes just 1, maybe 2 months. Because they seem to be doing quite well. Refit. That removes those. Refit takes 3 months. That's okay. Although we did get a bit of weight from the refit. Since we have 3 months, why not? We can help finish off the forward weight offset we wanted to balance out last time. In fact, we might be able to do it to the deck instead. Oop, didn't want that much. "7-inch rear belt, 2-inch deck." That'll help protect the steering gear. add an inch to the main belt. That'll include a refit of the inner citadel belt. We can't do that. Add an inch to the deck. That's not too much actually. And we can get the inner deck. I'm surprised that worked so well. And it'll still just take 3 months. I think that's about what we're going to be able to get away with. So we'll save it there. That'll be our fix. And with that, I will sign off here. So I thank you for joining me. Appreciate you staying till the end. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And I will see you all next time. Take care, everyone.